weka tu haina shida. So I'm going to teach you on how to use Microsoft Office and give you the basic knowledge on how to operate it. So I'll start by using this document that I have already typed it. And so for you, I don't know if you have any document that you already have, so you can just have it so that you can use it. So I'm going to start by the basic and taking you through on basic on how to use Microsoft Office. And I'll start by showing you how to save your document. So if you want to save your document, you go to file, you click file, then because you are saving it for the first time, so you will click save as. Then from there you can browse where you want to save your document. So I'm going to browse is selecting where you want to save. So you can have a folder, so you can choose where your folder is, and you can save it. So I'll choose this. So for me, I'll just save it here. So you give it a name. So I can delete this one and give it another name. So I'm going to give it let's say I can save it as today is on a Thursday, so I'll give it Thursday. Thursday. Then if you want to save it as a PDF, you can click PDF, but for me, I'm saving it as a Word document because I'll be using it. So I'll click save. So that's how you save your Word document. So that's how you save your Word document. And I think next step on how to, I don't know if the audio is audible, so I'll click it. Okay, thank you. So after you have saved your document, now we'll start use these things here on your ribbon. And if your ribbon is not, if you cannot access this ribbon, you just click it here, and you can, if you had collapsed the ribbon, you can click it and remove this tick so that the ribbon can be available. So I'll start by selecting something on my document, because before you start anything, you have to select it so that you can tell computer to do something on it. So I'm going to select mine. So you'll just right click on your mouse while holding your mouse the left side and drag it until the end where you want it. So if I want to remove this part from here and place it somewhere else, so after I've selected it, I'll cut, and then I'll take the cursor to where I want to place it. So I'll place mine here. So I'll click here, and then the cursor will come here, then I can paste. So that's how you cut. So I'm going to show you how to copy. So if I want to type this part that I've selected, if I want to type it here, instead of typing it and I had already typed, so I'll just copy the one which I had typed and paste it there. So I'll highlight it and go to copy, and then I'll go back to where I want to place it and click paste. So that's the difference between cut and paste. So I'm going to bold this part, this text. So I'll bold it. So I'll bold it and change the color. I'll make my color blue. So if I want this part to be the same as this one, I'll select this one and click format paint. Then I'll go and highlight whatever I want it to look the same. So my text, it will just take whatever features that the other text is. So that's how you copy, paste, and format paint. So I'll move here to the font. So I'm going to change my color back to black. So I'll just click automatic. So I'll select it, then I'll go to this part. So here is the font, how you want your font to look like. So there are several font. So you can just scroll down, you can just roll your mouse or hold this bar as you drag downwards. So there are several fonts, so you can select any the one which you have like. So for me, I can select this one. You just click the left side of your mouse and your text will look exactly as that one. So I can try and choose another type of font. So you see my text, it has taken this one, Algerian font. So I'm going to select again another part and show you this part. This part is the size of your font that you want it to look like. So you might decide you want it to be size 28, and it is the same as this one. You see this one, it increases its size, and this is the capital A, but it's bigger in size. It increases its size, the text size. And this one is capital A but the small size. This one reduces the size of your text. So if you click, you can see it is reducing it. So it will just reduce it, and this one will add. So it's just the same as this one. So you can increase and also reduce your size of your text. So I'll move to this part. So if you select this part and you click this one, so sentence case is how you normally write your sentence. The first letter at the beginning of each sentence will be capital letter, and the lowercase means small letters. So all your text will be small letters. So you can see on this part that I've selected it, and the uppercase means capital letter. It will make each or all words that you have to be in capital letter, and the capitalize each word, the first letter of each word will be capital. So you can see software, S is capital, intangible, I is capital, and instruction, I is capital. So for toggle case, it will start with small letter. So I'll return mine to sentence case. So that's how you so that's the sentence case. So this one is just like a rubber. It will return it to the original font and the original size. So if I click here, so you can see it has returned it to the original font that I typed and the original size that I was typing on. So I'll move to the lower part. So I'll select all my text and use this one, and then I'll increase the size. I want it to be visible. Then okay, I'll move to this part. So if I select this one, so this one is bold, it will make it dark color. And then this one, I is italic, it will make it to slant. And this one, it will make it bold. And this one will underline it. So I think I'll go to the next part. So this one will make my text look like this one. So you can see, so my text is exactly as that one, and then this A will make my text change the color. So you can see I have that one. So if you want to remove it again, you can just highlight. So I'll highlight mine, and then I'll go back and click automatic just to return its original color. So this one is when you want to highlight them with maybe a certain color. So you will use a color which is visible to your text. So if you want to remove it, you just highlight it and then you go back and say click no color. So I'm going to go back to this part. So this part is when you type, I'll type log, then I'll click this one, 3 minus 4. Then so this one is for typing subscript, and then this one is for typing superscript. So I'll click my normal, then I'll type my superscript. So those one are the fonts. I think I've taught you how to use this one from font and the clipboard. So I'm going to this part, this one, the paragraph. So I'll create, I want to number them, so I'll just split this one so that I can use it. So this one is when you want to number, but now you want to use the bullet form. So if you want to use this one, just click, and then this one is when you want to use the numbering. So you can choose any numbering which has bracket or capital, Roman, alphabet, depending on what you want to use. And then this one, so for this one, it will just move some of your text. But when you use this one, so if I choose this one and use, I can choose maybe this one. So you can see my numbering start at the same line as this other text. But when I click this one, maybe if I click this one, so there's a difference. So some, it just move it a little bit, and then this one will move it that way, and then this one will return it back. And then this one said that how you can arrange whatever you selected either in ascending order or descending order, and descending order is from Z going back to A, while ascending order is from A going to Z. So now I'll go to this part. So this one will just make at the end of each line, will create that thing. So it is to show, to mark the paragraph. It is used when you want to, it's useful for advanced layout task. So I'm going to select everything so that I can use this part. So you'll click on your keyboard Control A to select everything, or you will go here and click select all. So it will select everything. So for this one, I can, the navigation panel, I can close it. So if you want to increase the size of your page, you see down here, I don't know if it is visible. Let me check if it is visible. Yes, down here. So you see down here, you can increase the size of your page. You can either click the plus or the minus, or you just drag. So that's how you increase the size of your page. And sometimes you can find that it is this way, so you just click here. This is the read mode. You can go back to the print layout. So I'm going to show you how to use this one. So this is how you align your text. So you can, so for this one, it has been aligned from the left side. So this one is from the center, and then this one is from the right side, and then this one, it balance, it justify. After this sentence has reached here, it will go and start another line, likewise until all lines are filled, depending on your sentence size. Then this one is the spacing between this space between the first line and the second line. So you can just control how you want it to be. So if you say if you take this one 1.0, you can see the space is small. But if you take, let's say, like 3, you can see the space is very big. So that's how you can space your paragraph. So I'll remove this thing. So I'll go to this part. This one is coloring your paragraph. So you can decide to color your paragraph and have different colors. So that's how you color paragraph, and deciding it to have different colors. So you use a color which will make your text visible. So if you want to remove the color, you just click, you just highlight, and then you go here and click no color. So you can also undo using this one and redo. So you can see, you can redo and undo and redo. So you use this one, these things here on top, the undo and redo. So I'll go to this part, I'll highlight, and then you go, this is where you want to have that line at the bottom of whatever you've selected, or on the top, on the left side, or the right side, or no border, all. So this is when you want to border your text. So whatever text you've selected, the line will be placed, or you can even draw yours. So you can decide to draw, and if you want to delete, you just click here and you can delete it. So I can redo mine. So let me redo. And do. So I'm going to show you this one. So this one is whereby you don't want to use this one, you just want to use the one which they have already created. So you just select your text and click heading 3. It will use the settings for heading 3. If you want to use the title, it will use the settings for the title. So that is how, these are the basic knowledge that you should have, or this is how to use. It is not the basic knowledge, but the knowledge that you need so that you can maneuver around Word, Microsoft Word. So we'll be moving to the next, that is insert. So I'm moving to the next. So I'll move to insert. So insert cover is when you want to place a cover page. So you'll pick any that you've liked. So if I pick this one, so I'll pick mine, this one, it automatic goes to the first page. So you can see down here I have 4 pages, but currently I'm in page 1. Then I have typed 264 words. So this shows you your document on how many pages you have, what is your current page that you are, and the number of words that you have already typed. So this is the cover page. So you can just click and replace with whatever you want to type. So it will be that color and that size of the font. So also this one you can just rename on how you want. You can move it down here and type. So you can delete this one and type whatever you want to place. Likewise to here, you can highlight it and type whatever you want to place, likewise there. So if you want to change this color, you just click it, and then you go to here, shape format, shape fill. You can choose any color that you want. So that's how you change color. So I'll move to the next one. So the next one is insert blank page. This is when you want to have a blank page. So you can see I have a page between my cover page and this other, the page 3. So if I want to add another page, to have 2 pages between page 1 and page 3, I'll just click the blank page, and that's how I create a page. So I'll move to the page break. So page break, we already have page break. This is the page break. Then I'll move to the table. So when you want to create a table, so you make sure your cursor is where you want your table to be. Then you'll click your table, and then you'll move how many rows and columns you want. So if you want 4 rows, and if you want 4 columns and 6 rows, you'll just click this way. Then your table will be created. Then you can just type inside it. You'll just click and type inside the row. If you want to add another column, you just click this arrow, then you say insert. So you can decide you want your column or row above it or below, or you want your column on the left side of whatever you've selected, or on the right side of whatever you selected, or you want a row above whatever you've selected or below whatever you've selected, or you just want to insert a table. So if you want to merge a cell again, you can just select and right click and merge cell. This is if you want those rows to be one cell. So that's how you create a cell, you merge cell, and how you create a table. So if you want to delete, you just click here and then you click backspace on your keyboard. So I'll move to the next. So I'll move to the next. So So this one has the maximum number that is available is 8, but the maximum number that is available of rows. So what if you want more rows than the one which are available here? So you'll go to insert, then you'll click the number of rows that you want. So maybe you want 7 columns and maybe 20, 25, 25, or even 30. So let me put 50 and 50 rows. Then you say okay. So it will give you the number that you want, 50 columns and 50 rows. You can also drag this part. If you want this part to be small size, you can just drag it. Likewise to this one, you can just drag it down depending on how you want your table to look like. So if you want to delete it, you just click and you press delete on your keyboard. So I'll move to the next one. So you can also draw your table. So I'll move to draw. So you'll just click draw, then it will give you this thing like a pencil. Then you'll just drag it until the size that you want, and then you will just create the rows by yourself. So it will automatically connect when you reach the middle part. So this is how you create table by your own, depending on how you want your table to look like. So it will not give you the exact columns and rows like the previous one. So that's how you draw your table. So I'll delete mine, or let me leave it and move to this part. So I'll move to this part and I'll go to so I've shown you how to insert table and insert the number of rows and columns that you want, and I've shown you how to draw a table. So I'll move to Excel spreadsheet. This is whereby you want to use the table that look like Excel spreadsheet. So you'll just click it, and then it will bring the Excel table here. Then you can type, you can feed in your data that you have, and then after you fill your data, you just click here, and then it will return back to Word. So you can see this is the spreadsheet Excel. So if you want to delete it, you just select it and click backspace on your keyboard. So I'm going to show you how to add quick tables. So there are tables which have already been created in Word. So you'll just select the one that you want. So you can scroll and pick the one that you've liked. Then, so for me, I'm going to pick this one. So for this one, you'll start editing and placing it with your own details. So I'll give it maybe Monday. And maybe I'll give it Tuesday. I'll give it Wednesday. And then Thursday. I'll give it Thursday. And I'll give it Friday. So kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also teach Microsoft Excel, Publisher, Access, and also PowerPoint. And I also teach Adobe Creative, such as Photoshop. Saturday, I'll just write it in short form. Sunday. So you can also edit and place your details here, like your values and everything. So that's how you add columns. And also you can decide on the layout and the design that you want. Maybe you choose that color or this color. You can remove header if you don't want, or if you want the total if you don't want, or if you want. So this is how you just style your table and design your table on how you want it to look like. So if you want to, so you can also edit also here. You can just type depending on how your data is. So that's how you rename it. So I'm going to move to I'm going to move to, so I've shown you how to create tables. So I'm going to move to the next. So I'll just delete this one. So I'll delete it because I want to use this page for something else. So I'll just insert a blank page. So I'll go to pictures. So pictures is when you want to add pictures on your Word document. So there are three ways of adding pictures. So I'll start by using this one, this device. This means that I have my photo on my computer. So I'll just click it and choose my photo. So I'll pick one on my desktop. So you'll just click it and click insert. So that's how you insert a photo. That's how you insert a photo in Microsoft Word, and you can resize the size of your photo. So I'm going to delete it. So I'll delete it. Then I'll go to stock. This, for stock, you have to have internet on your computer so that you can access photos on your stock. So I'll just pick, okay, I love animals, so I'll go to animal and pick any animal that is already here. So I'll pick, let's say, this one. Then I'll click insert. So that's how you insert. So you can also use this part to rotate it, and then you can use here to correct color, to maybe change the color depending on you how you want, or color tone. So there are different color tones. You can decide to use that one. Color correction, you can decide to make it dark. Also there are other artistic features, so you can decide which one you want. You can decide to compress the picture if you want it to be smaller size, or if you want to change the photo, maybe you want to remove that one and play another one from maybe this device. It depends. So also how you want to style your picture. So there are different ways of styling your picture. You can also use that one, and there are more there. So there is this one, it will stay that way. So depending on how you want your image. So also border. So border is just the outer part of the circle. So you can decide which border do you want to use, and the weight. And also there are more colors here for the outline, or if you don't want outline. So there are also effects like reflection. If you want shadow, maybe for that one. And picture layout, how you want to arrange them if there are more than one image, and you can choose color. So there is a lot that you can do on your image, or you can change color. So I'm going to delete mine because I want to place another image or picture there. So I'll go to from online now. The other one was from the stock, and the first one was from the computer. So you'll just search. So for me, I'll pick fish. So but you can type up there and search whatever you want. So I'll pick any fish. I'll pick this one. Then you click insert. And also you can do the same as I had done previous on the other one. Also this one is the position where you want it to appear if there are other text. So you can have it behind, you can have it on top. So depending, so you can click. So depending on where you want it to be. So I'll undo mine, and then I'll just delete. So I'll move to the next. So I'll show you shapes. So if you want to place shapes, so you can choose any shape that you want. You can choose a shape that maybe you want to use it. So maybe if it is this one, you just pick it, then you drag while holding to increase the size. And also you can use this one to increase its size and reduce it, and also to rotate it. And then shape fill is the color of your shape, the shape that you want it to be. Likewise to the outline, the color you want it, the weight, and then the effect also, the one you want to use, if it is bevel or anything. I'm going to delete my shape because I've shown you how to use it. So I'm going to show you how to insert icons, but for today I'll leave it there. So thank you and kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. So let's meet tomorrow at the same time so that we can continue from where we left. So I'll be continuing tomorrow same time so that so we can continue and finish how to use the Microsoft Word. So kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll be having live streaming classes. I can also teach English, and if you want to learn English, you can leave a comment there, or any software or application that you want to learn, you can leave it on my comment so that I'll be able to know on which software to use or give it priority. So thank you, and let's meet tomorrow the same time.